Women need a range of emotions. Okay, guys, look, this is something that you should know, your mom should know, your dad should know, your brother should know, your friends should know. Is this simple key? I think a lot of times, as guys, we go out there and we trying to figure out, I can't understand my girl. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to do. I'm doing this. A lot of guys go out here and you're trying to be the perfect guy. You feel like you don't have all the attributes to get her to swing your way, and you feel like I gotta overcome by doing this. I gotta get her followers. I gotta text her more. I gotta show her exactly what she wants. And I'm trying to say this as the simplest form, right? I remember being in a dating game, often being like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. One thing that I didn't know was the emotion stirring pot. I wasn't cooking enough, right? I wasn't cooking enough. And the reason why I wasn't cooking enough was I was a little bit too invested into her than she was invested into me. And this is a trope a lot of guys get into, right? They find that girl, they say, oh, she's a 10 out of 10, I'm going on a date, I'm going to invest time. This is why it's super important for her to have the choosing factors, mechanisms for you, right? So one thing that I learned was that when I didn't look at her as something I needed, something I wanted, was I wasn't trying to gain her respect. I was just me. And most of the times this happens because a lot of guys don't know how to work from the framework of you have to initially put the girl in the friend zone. Now, how does this happen, right? What does the mechanism work? How does this look like? So a lot of guys don't understand that when you're talking to a girl and you're trying to understand her or at least attract some, that heavy thing between you and her, right? You're doing this. As a guy, you're appealing to what she thinks. So what you do is, like I always say, you put this girl on a pedestal and you praise her, right? And this is from the affection side. This is from the side where you believe that, oh, if I do this, I'm going to gain this. So now that you have allowed her to be in this, you don't know how to operate and trigger all these emotions. But when you look at her as what she is, you start to realize that women want romance. They need sadness in their life, right? Sometimes you need to disappoint her. Sometimes she has to have that burning desire for you. She has to light up with that affection for you. So those are choosing signals. Next, she sometimes has to fear. Is he gonna come back in my life if I did something wrong? I'm stirring up that emotion. Oh, well, sometimes I feel like I need to get my anger off. I don't like how you talk to me this, X, Y, and Z. They have to be angry at sometimes. They have to be confused. Sometimes those initial feelings are all the emotions that she's getting triggered by. Well, it may be envy. She may see you with, or another girl may be talking to you in the same essence. So she might feel like, why is this? Or she might see something else and be like, why don't I have that? Or she may need to see joy. Joy and surprising her are the same lane. Surprises, you can surprise her if her dopamine levels are going to go up. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, at the end of the day, if you're not shifting the balance in her mind, right? Shift. You have to shift. And I'm saying this because as guys, we're so logical. We think about it like, oh, this is a mechanic, right? I'm telling you guys something that you need to update your firmware to understand women. They have a lot of emotions. And there's a lot of things to appeal. But as guys, right, I'm not trying to tell you, hey, you have to look at this. And I got to make sure on my notes, I make her, she has some fear. I make sure that she has some confusion. I make sure I'm giving you the extended knowledge of awareness to open your eyes when you go into a dating game where somebody's in a relationship with. If you look at it from a standpoint of, I'm just going to treat her as a human being, as a person that's not in the same category as me, in the feminine, not the masculine, right? I'm going to leave her there. So now I can look at it in a whole different light because now I'm changing the codes. If you're over here saying, well, I want her to be my girl, I want her to be that, you're going to play yourself over and over and over and over. And you'll sit here dumbfounded, thinking, wait, I thought me liking this girl was supposed to do something for me. No, you liking that girl made her bored. And this is a common factor. A lot of guys fall into this state because they're so stoic. They're so masculine. They don't change frame. And that's the thing. So a lot of times, girls often find the guys that are very masculine, that are very stoic in their thinking, and they get bored. But the guys that are masculine in that frame, they probably have enough options to understand that, okay, I don't have to be here. If you don't like the program, you can leave, right? But a lot of you guys aren't holding that same frame as that guy. So when you're trying to put this, RP, and you're trying to be, like, locked in and masculine, it's like they're going to get bored, and you don't know how to combat that because this is new to you. So you got to think about that at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, look at what you got. If you're not changing your emotions, you're not doing anything. But believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys, I need you guys to tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it, the book of yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, taking people that's trying to get off the bench and try to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right, for the guys that want to get their goals right, for the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that's saying, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the book of yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily, daily, daily. So guys, tap in. The book of yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.